it's this is a recording that stays between us, but because
yeah, because you can monetize this.
Oh, it will be. It will be. And I'm about to drop some very valuable information. You drop it on me, it's time for me to drop it on you too. The reason people get stuff that comes back on their reports is because you can go and dispute Experian, TransUnion, Equifax all day long, and that's great. You'll get stuff off, and you may have a great number, but there's at least 7 bureaus that you need to be dealing with. That all cross 7.
Wow.
There is a bureau that contains records of just your utilities and cell phone usage. That bureau is called, let me pull it up because I texted someone yesterday. Come on, come on, come on. Got it. I've got it here. Just got to pull it up. Sorry. National Consumer Telecom and Utilities Exchange. All right. LexisNexis. Why is that important? Well, the reason why I thought of you and the reason why I was excited and wanted to share this with you was because I know you've gone through, you had bankruptcy and you lost homes and so forth. I would venture to say that if you were to go to LexisNexis, I'll text you this information and require, ask for a report. You'll have to send them copy of your driver's license, your social security card, and maybe like a utility bill. So is your current license, is your address on your license, are you a Florida resident now?
I said I haven't switched that over yet.
Okay. It will be helpful once you have a Florida address, and if that's the address you want, then you will want to have Florida set up, have your social, and have everything set to where this is your address. And then you want to go and send them so that all addresses are deleted. Man, they've got some pages in here. They've got every address that I've ever lived, ever, in this report. Every email that I've ever used. I won't say every, but there's some pages, there's some marketing pages where they pull marketing reports from people, online marketing records. This page right here. This bottom half, I'm gonna see if the camera will pick that up. But that bottom half, okay, and then on the back here. These are
got email addresses?
Email addresses, dog.
Wow.
So my point is that the rules of the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that everything must be verified before it's sitting on your report. So when you go and get something off of TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and so forth, they may take something off, but then they'll reach out to either a creditor to verify the information, or they'll reach out to another bureau. If another bureau has the information in their database, boop, okay, verified, back on your shit.
Ah.
Is this the same Negro that lived at such and such? Well, he trying to say he don't live there, but this database say he lived there. So since you had properties, this has all the court record information. I even now know who bought my foreclosed house and for how much, man. But it's got everything. So public records, bankruptcies. So you may get the bankruptcies off of the big three, but it's still sitting out there in these records with LexisNexis, which is like over TransUnion and all those other ones. It's bigger than them. Inside of there is what's called a clue report. Clue is the report your insurance company's car, house, they go directly to the clue report to check on any auto claims or homeowner insurance claims.
Sorry.
So when people go to talk about their insurance premiums and this and that, it may not be on your traditional 3 credit reports, but it's out there somewhere else. Check Systems is another credit bureau.
I know about them. I'm in them. I don't know how to get out of them, but I know how to get in there. You know how to get niggas out of Check Systems. That's a whole nother game.
Yeah, man. Innovus. Innovus is another credit bureau. I don't know what the purpose they serve, but I tell you what, I'm looking at a Capital One debt on Innovus. How the hell these people get it? I could not tell you, but it's there. And they got all these addresses that I lived before, P.O. boxes and all. So I got a packet that what I was doing yesterday, I've got packets that I went through, and here, let me just grab one. So I'm putting the packet all together. I've got my social and driver's license. I got a cover letter with some instructions. And then I went through page by page. This is what I was doing last night during the game. With instructions, delete. I don't know if you can delete. Here's another page, just full.
Wow.
So here's the thing. Most people, let me ask you this. Have you ever gotten a notice from, hang on. Ever gotten a notice from the bank that there may have been a breach with your credit card or anything like that?
Man, back in the day, I probably got notice of every damn thing.
Have you ever gotten something in the mail that was close to your name but wasn't your name?
Yep.
Where do you think they get that from?
I have no clue.
Identity. Your identity was stolen. Everybody in this country has had some form of identity theft one way or the other. Man, based on that, because you getting wrong mail, you getting, your credit cards and all that sort of stuff has been breached. You're victim of identity theft. This is where it gets fun. File a police report stating that, what has happened, and you go down and you pay for the report. You take that report, you send it to the FTC.gov. They'll give you a stamp off. You fill out an affidavit. It's called the victims identity theft victims complaint and affidavit. Send that off to the FTC. They'll give you a number. Now you're in the system that, yes, you've been a victim of identity theft. Now you start sending that to the credit bureaus.
That's if you have had anything wrongly, because I know people did do sweeps like that, but I also know people that have gotten to some not so good situations with that too.
What kind of not so good? What kind of not good situations?
I forgot what they had happened to them, but they filed a report, and it was basically, they said that it was a false report because they weren't a victim and they didn't have anything to verify that they were a victim of credit report. This is people that were just doing it in a hustle, but I don't think they had anything to show. But do you have to have something to show, or you can just say, "Hey, I've been a victim"?
Okay, let me back up real quick. When you say people that do that in a hustle, are you talking about people that are charging for this type of service?
Yeah, they were charging whether you had an issue or not. They charged, and they went and did a sweep for you.
All right, so let me eliminate the word hustle out of this conversation, because this is, you know, you shouldn't pay people up front. I've come to appreciate this now. You shouldn't pay people up front to do this type of stuff, but getting paid on the back end, brother, ain't nothing people can say. Everybody's been a victim somehow, some shape, form, or fashion. I just asked you 2 examples and you said yes to both. So I'm not concerned about that. I won't go into details of how I got my police report. I'm telling you, moving forward, how people can be helped.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. I just want to have
I understand,
like a checklist to say, hey, if you had your name is wrong, or this, and this. So therefore I could, you know, I'm thinking about the Stephanies of the world and stuff like that. Like, you know, okay, how can I make it verifiable type of thing?
And let me just put it this way. There was nothing verified when I made my police report. Can I just leave it at that? This is a recorded line.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So now the process starts, and this process, first and foremost, you simply want to go through and hang on one second. I gotta catch a ray. Hey, fella. I'm on a conference call. Working. Okay. Are you? All right. Well, let me hit you back, bro. Let me hit you. I thought you were swinging through, but I'll hit you back. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
No, good.
One of the first things that you're doing. That's why I was saying you want to get your address situation set up, so that when you send to the credit bureaus, this is my address. I don't recognize these addresses, whatever you want to say, you know. Right, I'm just saying I've been a victim of identity theft. This is my address. Anything other than that, anywhere else, needs to be deleted. So you just want to have one clean address, one phone number. You don't necessarily even need an email, but you want to first establish that baseline. Then you come back through with another follow-through. I've been a victim of identity theft. I don't recognize these particular items, and you send in all your police report. You send in your FTC stamp, you know, confirmation number, your affidavit, and so forth. And then you go after and you start going line by line by line by line. You're not saying these aren't mine. You're not, you know, I don't recognize, because oftentimes you're going to have incorrect data, the balances, the amounts, something, you know. they're looking at, okay, well, the FTC done said this person's been a victim and this and that, and you just start going through that process. Well, because you only have your address, the one address on the report, now whenever they go to verify with this creditor, hey, do you got an Edmund Lee that lives in Florida on your records? Well, they may have your social and they may have your name, but they don't have your address. So that's not verifiable because you got all that old stuff off. And this is why you want to go and clear this old stuff off, addresses out of all the databases, not just the 3. See what I'm saying? So that there's no cross-referencing of any of those databases to say, oh yeah, here we got so-and-so got him over here. And then you got this trickle down. So you want to eliminate all them addresses. Then come back through with your disputes and so forth, because there's nothing to validate or verify. But it takes a little tedious process, you know. But this main one that I pulled when I asked for this report, I could not believe I got a half inch thick, you know. I mean, lot numbers, everything on a lot of it is my old house and everything. And so that's why I really thought about you, was because I know you've gotten your credit cleaned up, but then I thought, man, you could still have some stuff out there that could come back to possibly. I'm not saying it will.
Yeah.
Especially since you had lost your properties in Florida and everything, those reports could still be there.
Yeah, that's some interesting stuff right there, man. So you take off all the old addresses or all the bureaus, and it's just with whoever you're like. If I just got this new one, unless it's stuff that I guess that helps you, right? Or does any of it hurt you, kind of like trade lines, or no? Because it's just credit.
Well, no. The addresses, you just want one address. So having them other addresses ain't gonna help you at all. You want to get rid of that stuff because you don't want anything being cross-reference verified. Oh yeah, I have him over here. I have him here. Now the accounts, that's totally different. Good accounts, yeah, you don't want to take those good accounts off, those good trade lines off.
Right. Interesting.
But you do want to eliminate anything, that may not be totally accurate. It's kind of like some of the judgments that I have. I can honestly say that information I don't recognize, or that information is inaccurate, because the amount that the judgment was versus what's shown on the credit report, those don't jive.
Wow.
So I can, in good, honest faith, that's incorrect. I don't recognize that. I don't recognize what? I don't recognize that number y'all got there. And I can appreciate the honesty and integrity position that people are coming from, and they're afraid and so forth. And I'm not saying people need to become fraudulent by no means. But these creditors and credit bureaus, they're not calling you verifying any shit.
Yeah, they gangster with it.
They gangster. Why are we so? Oh, I'm afraid I'm bump that. Learn the game.
Yeah. Oh, I'm with you. Oh, I'm with you.
Cube said it a long time ago. No Vaseline. And we've been taking it. So I'm anxious, and I'm sharing this with you. I'm not publicizing this because I don't have this all pulled together. I'm doing this myself. Just everything like I say I do with A Whole New Me, I'm doing it first. Then I'm telling people about it. A few people I'm telling what I'm doing. But This ain't something out there. So me and UB are partnering somewhat. This guy, he ain't trying to make money doing this stuff. That's not why. Money doesn't motivate him, but he's super full of knowledge, and he's walking me through some processes to help me protect myself as much as I can. I'm still dealing with this apartment situation. But we also trying to put me in a position to where I got access to capital in 30 to 40 days. And so this is why this has become, I'm just having to balance my time between things that are important. All of this stuff is important. So I kind of got to do a little bit of it all day.
It's funny you say that, because I was just thinking, let's just say you wanted to niche it down and niche it down a little further. Let me just get out the idea. Okay. Let's say there's a free newsletter or free autoresponder or Facebook group or just whatever you're just information. And this is something that I'm actually going to be doing myself. And it happened based on just where I'm flowing. And I'll tell you about that in a second. But what if your niche was someone that is, let's just say that ideal person is somebody that knows that they'd like to eliminate some stress via health that could be related to finances, or financial stress that could be related to health. Like that combo person
Exactly.
is your target market. Not to say, but people won't know, quote unquote, that they're your super ideal target market. It's kind of like Starbucks. Starbucks is open to everybody who likes it. But if you ask Starbucks who they want to be in there, it's probably the working person that goes to work and that's on the route every day, and they get them on the way and maybe on the way back home. That might be their ideal person. You know what I'm saying? But you and I can go in there. Anybody can go in there. But that's where like the language and the shift kind of focuses on, because I'm gonna tell you this, brother, what you just told me, that could go to a high ticket program all fucking day.
Absolutely.
Especially if I have credit issues and weight issues, and I come out of there and get both of them handled. Because normally when you think about credit repair, you think about the Jennifers and the George Coles and the financials and the blah, blah, blah. You think about that whole industry and you're just like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you don't think about somebody that's doing that as a part of this total transformation. But the total transformation literally is on we're gonna get your credit done, and we're gonna get you to identify where your problems are, or different areas of where your problems may be as far as weight gain is concerned. Now, that can go into self-development, that can go into mindset, that can go into acupuncture, that can go into all these different buckets. And we're going to give you a couple of solutions that you can do. One is this credit piece. Another one could be, walking with us. One could be acupuncture. It could be vegan, whatever you put together in this smorgasbord, but you have certain things that you must do in order to go through the total transformation. Kind of like when I did the 30-day mental fast, like it was no option for you to not watch TV. It was just no TV. You know what I'm saying? That they didn't join to not watch TV. They didn't give a shit about, but I wanted to clear their mind so that I could fill it with what I wanted to fill it with, which was not the bullshit that they say on TV. So I'm thinking with this transformation, man, if you get people doing their credit and also making sure they go get a physical. I mean, dude, those are some huge value. Just those two alone and identifying where their weight might be coming from and giving them solutions. That's a hell of a program. Hell, I would take that.
Yeah, this is what I've been driving at. This is the whole premise of what I've been trying to say, you know, because I talked to a lady yesterday. She reached out to me. She's a my econ person, but she's not in any of our team. She's on, I think, Spencer's team, something like that. But she's been following me. And she kind of irritated me last week because I started helping her with some stuff with Google Hangouts. And we set a time. And you know how we both have become, we honor time.
Yeah.
And we honor appointments. I made an appointment and she didn't honor it. And then she just kind of blew it off. She's like, I got busy prospecting and I just work better fly, you know, just seat in my pants. And I did not respond. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. She reached out to me yesterday. She said, I just want to apologize to you for not honoring my time. Because she could tell I just switched off on social media. I liked a couple of her stuff, but I was just so disengaged. I said, that is not who I want to be around. It pulled her back to me and she's like, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Okay, I can dig it if somebody can apologize and admit that. That impresses me. So you got my attention now. What's up? And she started asking me about mentoring and so forth. And she's like, I want to be a part of your program. Just give me a little bit of time. I don't have the money. I said, I didn't even tell you how much it costs. I know, but I don't have the money. She caught the value of, she sees what I'm talking about when it comes to the business side, the marketing side. She's struggling with my econ. She's like, I got to brand me. That same conversation we all have. I can help you with that. But then all these other pieces, the credit, I mentioned something about credit. She was ready to hang up and she was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And she was re-engaged in the conversation. And I just kind of pushed it back off. Bro, the legs this stool can stand on, even without the relationship piece of a whole new me. The health with the person that's a W-2, the credit, the cash flow to put back into your health program, the health program to the business owner, to the credit and the business credit piece, to create revenue to go back into the health program. Perfect. These two things run perfectly together. There are two issues that business owners are having. Micro-sized businesses, because the definition of small business, I found out this morning, according to Small Business Administration, is, you know, it's really $7 million companies up to 35 million. That's the true definition of small business. So what we running is micro businesses. But anyway, enough of that. That's the real deal. Business owners are struggling to reach their markets, get their marketing in place, being successful there. Their business is their baby. And I'm talking Eric Lamar Smith. Business is the baby. Everything gets sacrificed. Relationships get sacrificed. Health gets sacrificed because we're trying to get this damn business off the ground. But we don't have the energy to put into our business. As I was talking, I followed up with the girl yesterday. We don't have the energy because of the weight issues to go out and market our business, or we don't have the confidence to show up in public or at networking events because we can't walk or get around as comfortably as we need to, so that can help our business. That's the pain.
That it is.
So that's the point I've been driving at. So, I mean, I hear what you're saying, niching down. I'm glad to hear that from you, because I totally agree. And then we take this credit piece, and what we're doing is they can pay something up front, but we're going to walk them through the whole process, and we're going to help them get credit. When they get that credit, I don't know how this is going to work out. This is just what he was explaining to me yesterday. And these are details that we still got to walk through. But you're going to see some charges on your cards or whatever, because that's going to be our fee. And we're going to get paid on the back end. Now, if I help you get $25,000, $50,000 of credit, you wouldn't have a problem paying me for, you know, $3 to $4 grand to do that, would you?
Hey, if you got the right client for that, yeah. I mean, you can make that happen.
Right.
Especially on the back end. I think it should be a combination, my personal opinion.
I think it should be a combination too, and that's where the overall master package, and then of these pieces, this is a fee out of those. So we are getting something up front, but then yet we're getting paid on the back too.
Got it. Yeah, man, I think that's good.
I mean, because you can go into that traditional way of doing credit repair and so forth, which is, you know, it's nothing. I'm not poo-pooing on any of that. I've done it and it's worked to a degree, but not the way this is being set up. You know, not attacking things. Go ahead.
Think about the knowledge of it, just to know that those things exist, man, and knowledge about. I mean, like, this is stuff. This is like, you know, we are learning about chemistry and fucking all the capitals of the United. Who gives a shit about that? Like, this is what we need to learn. I mean, like, man, when I have kids, bro, like in the near future, they gonna be these brothers gonna know about check systems at 10 years old. How to do a W-4. They're gonna know all of that, man. Like, they're not gonna be out here oop drooping around not knowing shit.
This credit piece, and I mean, I'm just trying to simplify it as best as I can. There's much more detail, and I didn't want to get you onto a call to do a training. That wasn't my purpose, but I just wanted to give you a.
Hey, I'm just trying to get my life together. That's what I'm trying to do. Shit.
I just want to give you an idea of the magnitude of what we're missing. In the masterminds that you run around, and I know these guys generate lots of money and they make money, but how valuable would this information be to these kind of cats?
Yeah.
I'm asking you. I'm not telling you. I'm asking because I don't know.
Well, a lot of them pay the $350 that for George Cole. 2 of them did because they couldn't verify a lot of their income. I mean, and then a lot of these issues and stuff have been haunting a lot of entrepreneurs for a while. I think some of them want to just get it taken off or fixed. And then some might want a trade line, some might not. It just depends. Because that's also an educate. They may not even know that they want a trade line. That might be a better, because they might look at it as, well, I got money, but I mean, I know that trade lines are cool, especially if they're trades. Are these trade lines that just show to help your credit, or are these trade lines that you can access financially?
I haven't even talked about trade lines. We ain't said nothing about trade lines this morning. I mean, if you're asking me a question about trade lines, yeah, but everything I've said had nothing to do with trade lines.
You said, what was the charge on the back end? And I must have missed that. You said $4,000 for something.
I'm just saying for our service to get you. What I was meaning is that we're going to be taking people through the process to get them cleaned up, help and get credit established in their name, for them. We may have to go put trade line. We may do that, but I didn't say that as far as that's what they're paying for. I'm just simply saying getting you cleaned up, getting your score brought up, and getting credit established for you, that would be our fee. Whatever that, I'm not saying that is the exact number,
Okay.
but I'm saying, you know, if I raise your credit score 200 points, what's it worth to you per point? You know, $10 a point? Well, what can that do for you? You know, raising your credit score from a 550 to a 750, you now accessing 50 grand unsecured easily. Is it worth 10 points to pay me? You know, I got you 50.
Well, here's for a person that needs like scaling traffic and stuff like that. Then yeah, and that's what I think. And even what's her name told me, Jennifer. She said most of her income now comes from trade lines. So you talk about entrepreneurs and stuff, yeah, man. Because if I'm running traffic or if I need, you're a good market for that is like Shopify cats and affiliate marketers. Man, because all they need is scaling money. They got a converting offer and they need to scale. Esteban would be good for that. Even though he doesn't have the social, but I'm just saying, like, that stops most of them. They have an offer that's converting at 30%, but they don't have enough money to run the ads to make the offer convert.
And that's why I mentioned something to you before that I wanted to create an investment pool, which is totally separate conversation. But because I recognize that could be the problem, like me and Donovan, we got an ad that's working on Facebook that's phenomenal. We don't have a converting. It's not converting because we're running just sickly, ridiculously low numbers to the campaign. You know, $10 a day, $20 a day kind of stuff.
Which Donovan?
I said Donovan. I didn't mean Donovan. I meant Tyrone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I wanted to say Donovan running ads.
No, my bad.
I was about to be proud of him.
But creating that investment pool so that if we find situations, hey, let's get behind it and push those ads and get paid on that too. I mean, that's just a whole nother stream that I thought about. But if those are some niches and they need trade lines and so forth, then I've never marketed that business, and maybe that is something that I could talk to Jennifer about, because I've never had good experiences with it myself. So I'm getting myself cleaned up to where I can go add trade lines so that I can see how this works. Then once I've done it, I'm comfortable. So I'm not ready to go and start promoting to other people to get even trade lines because I have yet to get well, I've done it on my CPN. I can't say that. I have done it. Trade lines helped me get a few credit cards, but those trade lines sucked. So I guess I have experience. I can speak from experience. I just know what went wrong with the CPN number that I got and the trade lines that I got. They were horrible lines, so I wasn't able to access very much credit. But maybe like $3,000.
Got it.
But I'm not messing with the CPN game and all that sort of stuff. But no means. This is all strictly dealing with the personal social and just making that thing strong as ever. You may want to come through and get a CPN later on just as a backup, but I don't want to run that as my primary game to help people.
Understood. Well, I'm with it. I actually, I'm with it, and I had thought of some stuff, and I kind of wanted to run by and get your opinion on something, but I wanted to make sure we had this conversation and we're good. And I wanted to just run it by you before I get on the phone with Deep Throw.
Okay, go ahead.
So one of the biggest pulls for Deidre, the reason why she joined was
I'm going to show you live proof of how much money I made from my home computer.
Shut up.
All of the money in the
Okay.
was she wanted to learn how to do a mastermind, like how to run high ticket. She wants to do one in, I think, Thailand. And that was one of the biggest reasons she paid, because she wanted me to coach her on it. But I told her right at the time I wasn't doing individual coaching, and I didn't have an individual coaching program or curriculum, which she's really good at that. I'm gonna borrow that from her. She does just to give you an idea of her business model. She does a 6-month coaching program that I think she has kind of like cookie cutter exact assignments every week in this 6 months. Because she's a professor. So she created it in a way that is made for education and people follow along with tasks and assignments, which I'm not really good at that, but I'm willing to learn. But anyway, she does $5,000 for 6 months. And I think her capacity for that, because she said it's $5,000 for 6 months, and I think she gives 3 to 4 hours of coaching in that, and then assignments. And I said, well, shit. Matter of fact, I mean, I could tell you exactly. She sent me, because I asked her how her structure was, and a part of me wants to buy it just so I can mimic it. A lot of times, I buy stuff for that reason. Like I did that with Russ Ruffino shit. So let me. I just want to tell you what she said it was, just so. Okay. She said her 6-month coaching program is $5,000. It includes a 3 to 4 hour strategy session and 11 follow-up sessions. So it's really, I like that it's cookie cutter, and this is what you get. This is what I'm gonna do. Here you go. But here's the thing. I kind of need that for my mastermind. So I'm going to see if I can barter with her a little bit, even though she's already paid me for the mastermind, but she didn't pay me for individually helping her with this mastermind to the next level, even though I'm going to do it anyway, because I help everybody in this mastermind get their stuff off the ground. So I'm not going to charge her, but I am going to ask her what it would take to kind of help me put into like maybe a curriculum for my Travelpreneurship 101 course. So here's what I'm thinking, and I want to just tell you kind of my funnel, and I could come on video tonight. It's just bright light. I want to show you kind of my funnel, or an idea that I had. I'm thinking, I've always been thinking about this, but I'm thinking that I have a series of courses under the Traveling is Easy, several of them. It's like 4 or 5. But what I'm noticing, I just got another message. I just posted my picture. I just changed my cover photo. Had no idea. I wasn't really, and I said, you know what, I might as well put a little post in there. I don't know if you've seen my cover pic.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
But basically, I just talked about, hey, I took this at my mastermind event, humbled at every event, and I'm about to create my deal site, blah, 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 about to create my travel site. You remember Tracy Walker?
Tracy Walker.
Multi-millionaire from Empower Network, one of the best bloggers.
No, I don't.
Well, Tracy's a beast in MLM. She's like the top earner, one of the top earners in Empower Network still to this day. Made multiple 7 figures. She and I went to the same college, and she's killing it. But she messaged me personally this morning and said, hey, congrats on your new site. Hey, when you have a moment, I'd love if you could help me to structure my masterminds better. I have one I will be doing here in ATL in January, and I really want to make an experience never to forget. I've also had a guy in Italy while I was there asked me to help him with his mastermind. So I'm thinking, you know, Russ Ruffino is killing the game with his whole art of high ticket selling. And I'm thinking I should create a course called the Art of High Ticket Masterminds and Retreats. Or the art of
wait for it, 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 wait for it. Okay, the moment's over. I'll just give you a hand clap. I was trying to pull up the special effect for the hand clap.
Yeah, I think that's part of why Marquel joined as well. And I thought, right on time. And I thought about putting, you know, well, what if I did just the art of exotic masterminds and retreats? But I thought the word high ticket, I don't know. You clap. Tell me what are you thinking right now? I don't want to
I think the word exotic says high ticket.
Okay. I like it. I like it. So it says it without saying high ticket. High ticket does give it, you know, Russ used it for, I mean, I think high ticket says ROI. I mean, that's what I was thinking.
No, I'm not against high ticket because you are saying, I just was saying, I don't think you have to say exotic high ticket. That's all I was really meaning.
Oh, no, I wouldn't put, I got to put one or the other.
Yeah.
It's the art of high tickets, mastermind, the art of selling high ticket mastermind, or the art of creating
why not
high ticket mastermind.
Why not do both? Because exotic also says high ticket, but exotic tells me not
destination.
Local, destination. So you've got experience putting destination, and you've got experience putting high ticket with local. Yeah, try them both and then see what happens.
Because that's what I was telling Tracy. I was like, it's not many people. It's not many people. I don't know many African Americans that have the experience that I have with masterminds and all the located documented footage and the results and testimonials, and it's not many at all. At all. And that's all Digital Altitude does, is they got one for 10 grand for 3 days in Hawaii. You know, and those are people I'm going to send people that's not my clients. I'm going to send them over to somebody else. But yeah, man, I think creating a course on that, where I think 1,000 would be too low for that. I think.
Yeah.
That's like a. I mean, we're gonna do a high ticket. I mean, and I'm gonna talk to Dieter about it today, but I'm thinking $5 grand for that, or at least 3,500, 2,000 maybe. I don't know.
No, get on up there. Oh, for the course itself, teaching them. Yeah, okay, yeah, the course.
That's automated.
Yeah.
Unless
I wouldn't go more than $1 grand.
Well, I'm gonna take it up higher than I'm gonna do like Russ's. His clients on demand is 10K. I think his art of high ticket selling is like 3 or 4 or 5. But it's not just a course. It's a course with a private Facebook group with a Q&A session once a week, or something like that. So it's like a small little community on top of it. So if I did something like that, but if I had people like Tracy, Dieter, all of them in another little Facebook group, it'll be all types of joint venturing and all types of shit going down in there. So I think because the guy who asked me in Italy, Rico was like, man, you should charge him $5,000 a month. or a percentage of the mastermind. Because if you're gonna do a high ticket mastermind, like the local one, you know, that might be 1,000, but they're about the same damn thing. The strategies are damn near about the same. Damn near the same.
Yeah.
I could do the pricing later. I just need to create the course. But the course, man, I'm telling you, what you just told me, I was attempting to log in, but my login for some reason doesn't work. I'm going to go, once I get my login for the clients on demand, I am going to go back in and I'm going to put them in order of how they should go. What you're talking about, your total transformation, is exactly the way it's set up that he has. I mean, word for word. I mean, like the exact business model that he's using, I think would be perfect for you, because people come to, they want more clients. Okay. Well, his first thing is a clarity call on getting clear with what it is you want. But even before that, there's like 3 15-minute segments that are on mindset. And he makes it optional. He's like, look, if you don't feel like you, he said, I think you should, you know, focus on this chapter, but you know, if this isn't resonate with you, then you can skip to clarity. He's got Facebook advertising in there. He's got the power of groups. He's got several different, they're all really nice little videos. But the end game, and he's got a private Facebook group just for people that have bought that product. And you only in the group for the first 6 to 8 weeks of your course. And then you got to pay monthly to stay in the group. And his monthly is $1,500 a month to keep that
Damn.
going.
Wow.
Yeah. So you pay $10,000 and then you're in there for 8 weeks. It's a full course. You get a call with a coach, a mindset coach at first. And you put them through whoever you want them to talk to. If you need them to have a addiction course, a mindset, or all of that, and just price it accordingly for that program. I mean, and you got the credit piece in there too, where you're going to end up. I would just focus on those people. I look, people that want to increase their health or wealth. They don't have to necessarily lose weight. They just need to increase their health and wealth. Their health and wealth awareness. Ooh, kill them. Oh. I like that. So you increase awareness, and that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be overweight, or you know, hey, you might just want to get the credit and you want to get healthier. A lot of people want health awareness, that even the people that are fit. Food addictions, and actually food addictions can also be food allergies that a lot of people don't know about. But the whole thing is, I think you sell that course and let the course have all the other elements in it. Sell the end result, not the process. I think some of the times we, as marketers, sell a lot of the process, and people don't give a shit about the process. They just want
the damn end results.
Yeah, sell the end result, and this course is going to help you. Now, what I do in the course, really, I didn't give a shit what Russ had in the course. Like, I haven't even watched the last 2 videos, but in the first video, that was enough for me to go ahead and create 3G. 3G came from that video. I sold out of 3G within 2 weeks of buying that course. Just by getting the language, just by understanding how this thing works. And that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to just go ahead and create several courses. I'm going to create the Art of High Ticket Selling, High Ticket Masterminds, or Exotic Masterminds. Some people may or may not even want exotic. So I think just they want it high ticket though, whether it's local or not. I think I'm going to say the art of selling high ticket masterminds. That focuses on a certain niche. And if they just want to learn, you know, if they want to learn how to just create it for fun and not have any money, I'm focused on entrepreneurs. That's one thing Russ did tell me. He told me I was going to struggle in 3G a little because I'm focusing on people that have jobs. He said I either need to focus on people that have jobs or focus on entrepreneurs. But I blended it, and I kept it blended. But I think there's I disagree. I think there's, well, I don't disagree because the finances it's been reflected, but I think there's still something there. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's an underserved market.
I think it's an underserved market, and I agree with what you're saying as far as the blending. I hear where he's coming from too, as far as specializing, but you and I both have a passion for both situations because we've been in both situations and we understand the challenge, and it's about helping people step over into that world. It's like Steve Harvey's got a book coming out called Jump.
Yeah, I heard.
I registered and I bought the book last night. It comes out December 5th. He also has a 21-day challenge called the Jump Challenge starting December 1st. I'm following that. I looked at that process and I'm like, wow, this dude is crushing it. You know, I've been following a lot that he does because I'm watching what he's doing too, you know. The problem with the employees, we've just got to make sure we're willing to push those who aren't really, really ready. We ain't trying to be the saviors. We ain't trying to just be Walmart, but we can't be Target, you know. And then those business owners being ready to tap in. I get that, but I think the point that he's making is if you laser focus on one specific one, you're going to raise your level up so fast and so high that then you can go back and help whoever you want to help too.
Yeah, and I think it makes the curriculum, or it makes the course. I don't think it would be necessarily a mastermind, because I have had some people in the mastermind, like Tracy was like, well, why did Deetra join the mastermind? She's so far along, you know? And I'm like, well, she's joining, and I'm like, damn. And I think like with Marcus, Esteban, Marquel, they're not as involved, but that's how entrepreneurs are, kind of like, we don't have this group thing in my high ticket masterminds. We have a Facebook group, but nobody comments on anything. Like, nobody says anything ever. They just go to the live event. Like, they could give a shit less about talking all the damn time. But I'm just thinking, I don't know if it would be better, and I'm going to ask this at the live event, would it be better if it was all entrepreneurs, or if it was just it wouldn't be a mastermind. If it was all people with jobs, it would be a come hang out with Ed for a weekend and I just coach you type of thing. But I think having the entrepreneurs and having the business owners gives people a looking glass. The other night, like, when people are afraid to make this jump and transition, what are some of the things? So she's kind of getting to talk to her market. And also the people that are still having jobs, they get to talk to people that are living this full entrepreneur life. So I think a blend of it, I think I need to clarify with people that there will be a blend before they join, so that they're not expecting, because Erica was like, one of the reasons Erica's not coming is she felt like she went to the Inner Circle meeting and she's looking for a baby Inner Circle. And she's like, looking for more entrepreneurs that are like moving and shaking and doing their thing, even though she's not even an entrepreneur fully. She is, but she still has a job. But she's looking for people that can coach and mentor and help her get to the next level. She said a lot of people, the last one, weren't able to do that. Now, Erica's funny like that all the time, but Erica also paid the full $5,000 with no problem. So I'm just going to, I guess, pick her brain, pick Tracy's brain a little bit more, and see. She definitely said that it should be, doesn't even necessarily be a live event like this. But I think the live event gives people something to look forward to, and it's different. I just got to price it better.
Yeah.
But so you like the idea though of creating a high ticket course on that?
Yeah, I think you should. I mean, you've got the experience, man. You've got the experience and input from all the resources you need to make that happen.
Yeah, I think so. I think that I could definitely do an auto webinar on that. And then I got other one, Travelpreneurship 101. I was thinking about turning the Legacy Challenge into like a Travelpreneurship challenge, where it's mental and all that. And I'm thinking about giving that away for free, like a 21-day. I was thinking about a 21-day challenge even without Steve Harvey, but I was thinking about a 21-day challenge because challenges are shared easily too. I have noticed that. People you get sold and you get value. And I think about it, most of the people in this course were in the challenge. A lot of people. Matter of fact, I need to sell some more. I need to go ahead and sell some more, sell 1 or 2 more people into the 3G. I need to go ahead and call Heather. I'm about to get another person in the mastermind.
Is Yaz in the mastermind?
She played around with it and she wanted to focus on my econ, and she said she wanted to just focus on, I think, working with somebody on that. Because I told her I'm not great at teaching somebody how to become a great MLMer and pay for Marquell's coaching.
Okay.
So.
Got it. That makes sense. I'm just curious. There's another lady that I was talking to last night that might be a good fit for 3G. But I think her finances, I mean, she wants to do my course, but her finances she just kind of laid it all out to me last night, and she's making money now, but my econ is still not converting the revenue that she would like. It's funny how that same story always comes up with my econ.
What's that? No money?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
I mean, when you're a person like, I seen at this Game Changer, like there was some huge checks I saw. I never seen checks that big.
Yeah, people starting to get the residuals. They've upped the residuals. They've upped some others. They've done a lot of stuff. This my econ now they're making it heavier on the residual. Like I said, man, you got like you're on the way to gold almost without even doing anything.
Yeah, well, I'm back up in there. Put Joe in. Joe's down in West Palm Beach. So, you're not doing any kind of public My Econ meetings, or are you?
No, I'm willing to do something or support somebody. If Joe's willing to do something, it helps me meet the community out here. So I'm not against that.
Okay, well, I'll connect you guys. Yeah, he's in Boynton Beach, West Palm Beach. Yeah.
That's not far at all. So, all righty though, man.
Well,
I think we had a good chat.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that, I mean, I know yesterday I came up with some other names, but I'm thinking also a whole new me total makeover, or like you said, the health and wealth awareness, but the course being total makeover.
Makeover seems cosmetic though. I forgive me for wanting to be too literal, but you know that's something I'll also learn from Russ. Is sometimes you just got to tell people a little bit more about what they get so they can identify it with
health and wealth makeover.
That's more along the line. That what is it? Total. What's the first name?
Well, I said a whole new me's health and wealth total makeover.
I'm thinking health and wealth total makeover. I like the name first, and then more like a powered by. So like health and wealth. Let's just say health and wealth transformation, or health and wealth total makeover. That's a lot of syllables, but let's just say health and wealth transformation or whatever. And then a tagline under that, and then it's powered by a whole new me. It's a product in the whole new me family. So it doesn't necessarily, like when I put out the Art of High Ticket Selling Mastermind, I'm not going to put Traveling is Easy, Art of High Ticket Selling. It's already in my family. So it doesn't necessarily, it will be on there, Traveling Easy, course. But it's just a product. So basically what I'm saying is this course is a product. Whole New Me is a company. A lot of people end up branding their product in their company. You don't have to. So it's kind of like if you went to a smoothie shop, like we're in the smoothie shop. We don't need every smoothie to have the smoothie shop name on it. It's just Starbucks. So we get a latte. We don't need a Starbucks latte. So when you say a whole new me, a whole new me is the lifestyle. That's the company. There's all types of shit that comes out of that. Shirts, hats, challenges, walks, courses. This is our flagship course, is the Whole New Me makeover. I mean, the health and wealth makeover, where we well, this is where your mission statement would be perfect, but where we help I don't know, people, are we helping people that desire boom, boom, boom. They desire a healthier bank account, a healthier, become healthier physically and healthier mentally, or serious people that are looking to do these three things. And that way it's like, oh, that's me. I get it. This course has done this for these people. And you just take some testimonials of the different knowledge that you've done for different people. And then kind of what you will learn is from the health side. So I would just make it really clear. What you will learn from the health side is, one, awareness of blah, 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 and solutions to problems that could be lingering, causing health issues, that could be lowering your life expectancy. This happened with me, and I wanted to empower others. The second part of the course is financial makeover, where you're going to learn the number one reason people overtax in America and how to solution, which this trick alone can get you anywhere between $50 to $500 a month back if you are currently employed. Number two, if you're a business owner, we can show you how to save tens of thousands on taxes by a couple of little tricks that most entrepreneurs don't know. That's your SEPs and Simples, etc., other write-offs. Third, which is never revealed to the public, the 7 credit bureaus that you aren't aware about, and how to tackle things that if you don't tackle will keep popping up on your credit, but get your credit taken care of once and for all. The end result is that you will have an awareness, healthier life, healthier mindset, less stress to finance, increased cash flow, and a community to share it with, something like that. This course is only 6 weeks, 8 weeks. You got a module for each week of basically a video, or it doesn't have to be one module. It can be one tab. So it's like one tab has 1 or 2 videos. That's the clarity video. Number 2 is health awareness on whatever you talk to in that week. You talk to, or you watch a video that you did with the food allergist. I mean, the food, whatever the course is. But you look at, if a person goes from 6 to 8 weeks of this, and that's is all laid out in the RUST program, that by the end of the 8th week, if they have a job, their W-4 will be correct, whatever those results are. Have a mental, blah, blah, blah. They will at least know all the things that could be causing them problems with their weight that they may not know, that you didn't know. Whether they apply them or not, it's not necessarily your job. I mean, you want them to, but they may or may not. Just like a 3G, people may or may not do mission statements. They may or may not do what I know that will help them. That's not I'm not able to control that, because they didn't pay me to coach them. If I was coaching you, then it'd be different. Then I wouldn't even talk to you if you didn't do what I asked you to do, because it's like you can't start playing football if you're not in practice. So then the third thing is, where was I going with that? Oh, what was the last thing I said? Oh, Snapalicious. Oh, the 8-week course, you're going to have this, you're going to have that. You want to have all these different things. You have the awareness. You're going to have your credit knowledge, where you can actually knock out blah, 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 blah. And you're going to have increased cash flow. You don't have the money. Sure, I understand you don't. That's why you need this course, especially if they're your target market. If you focus on people with jobs, I mean, even entrepreneurs can take it too, but your entrepreneurs can end up being affiliates and stuff like that. Your one-on-one calls and conversations with people, and that's it. People keep saying that I don't have the money for your course. Well, that's the thing. I'm going to show you how to. Now, my econ people already probably got it, the W-4 corrected and stuff like that. But that's a high niche right there. Is a stressed person that has a job, doesn't really get to the gym. They want to. They don't understand the weight. The credit's messed up, and they have no way out. And even if you do a down payment, and they pay you over time, I mean, that can work too. Jesus, we kill it.
And see, this could fit in perfect with the 61-day challenge. And they can come on.
Yeah, because 61 days is what? 6 weeks?
That's 8 weeks.
8 weeks. Shit, I can't even think.
Is 8 weeks that
yeah, and the challenge is to do all the stuff in these damn modules in the time I tell you to.
And then they get a ticket to included as you get a free ticket to the event.
Yeah, if you complete the challenge in that time frame. And you may not do everything, right? I mean, they may not have all the credit done, but that might not be the task. The task is to go through the module and to start the process or something. That might be the accomplishment for that, because it might take longer than 8 weeks. So, but that would be probably one of the first things I would get them to do, because then they can start seeing results. And then the Facebook group is there for support for the 8 weeks. But if you want to stay in after the 8 weeks, then it's XYZ a month, and that's where your membership site comes in. Or your continuity program. It can even be after the 8 weeks, it's $97 for the rest of the year, or for a year, or whatever your price point is. But if you've by the time they get out of 8 weeks, if you've corrected a W-4, if you've created some cash flow, did a cash flow strategist for people, whatever, you can even use the MyEcon tool part, not even put them in MyEcon.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I was explaining to this lady last night. I stay active, and I'll sell the cash flow manager. They'll need to subscribe to it so they have access and track their own stuff. And I get paid on it.
Yeah. So that's the way to do that.
Yeah, 8 weeks in the Facebook group, and then monthly after that.
Yeah, have somebody get on the phone with them like 4 weeks in. Get on the phone with them the first week. Get on the phone with them, midway point to help them close out. Make sure they're stuck. They let you know and not just get stuck and then, whatever. And then after 8 weeks, they can be just stay on the newsletter, or they can pay you get a closeout, see where they are, and you offer them the $99 for the year type of thing, or $200, $300, whatever you want it to be, and that keeps them in the group.
Yeah.
So, all right, man, I'm about to go and
all right, bro.
Plan for this call with her.
Yeah. Well, again, I hope that was valuable and beneficial. When you get I'm telling you, when you get your license and everything set up for that address, that's when you want to jump on and start just double checking for yourself.
Right.
Well,
I definitely want to be able to, whatever program you put together, I want to, be an affiliate or something like that.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't talking about that. I was just meaning your own personal. I'm talking about your personal credit stuff is what I was referencing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would like to look at the trade line, like stuff like that. That's something I do want to kind of dive into.
I mean, I got access, I got an account to get you trade lines right now. I just haven't used it personally because they won't put them on a CPN. This company won't put them on a CPN. They'll only do it on your social. And so I have an affiliation with them, but I have to get my stuff together so I can use it. But I got access to the trade lines if you want trade lines.
Well, let me look at some things, and by the time we get up at the mastermind, I'll know where I want to go with it.
Okay. But I work on getting your license and everything and your residence set up.
Yeah, once I do that, that comes with some conversations with Stephanie. But once we finish that stuff, then I'll do that.
By the way, I got the invitation the other day. Thank you. I think that's cool. It was a nice invitation. Good. I got it the same day. I just hadn't gotten my mail 2 days before. I don't go to my mailbox every day.
Yeah.
So it was sitting here.
Yeah. Can you go on there RSVP?
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The design caught my attention. I didn't read any instructions. I was like, that's a cool invitation, man.
Yeah. It's some work involved there. If you can go ahead and do the work, that'd be great.
Yeah, what's the so I saw there was a number. Hold on, let me grab this thing. Hang on. All right. So we got the card, and then I got a wedding website code. So RSVP at theleeswedding.com. Okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't even see that down there.
Yeah.
All right, baller.
All right.
I'll do this right now. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll handle it up.
I don't appreciate.